Pure Brews America has finally made it to Michigan's Upper Peninsula, and today we're taking you behind the scenes of Upper Hand Brewery in Escanaba.
I had a friend of mine said, you gotta stop here. This is way out of our way, but we had to come down and check it out.
I come here, I see people I know, it's a small town, and they're people that don't normally like to go to a sleazy bar. This is kind of a cool place. They'll bring their friends, their family when they're in town, so it's a good scene, I like it.
It's nice. Boy, it's really nice.
By far, probably the nicest brew we've been in.
I love it. The atmosphere is incredible.
We do this to tell us where we're at in the Lower Peninsula. I'm from Traverse City. Bell's is in Kalamazoo. There's another hand there as well.
And that other hand was the inspiration for Larry Bell to open Upper Hand, which is the sister brewery to Bell's, one of the largest and most successful craft brewers in the country.
Larry has told me that he's wanted to open up a brewery in the UP pretty much since the beginning of Bell's. So let's just say like the early 90s. He likes to spend as much time up here as possible. Names Two Hearted after the Two Hearted River, which many of us know about as Bell's fans. It blows me away how often people from the Lower Peninsula say, I've never been to the Upper Peninsula. I've never been to the UP.
Upper Hand's line of beers are available exclusively in the UP and northern Wisconsin.
Upper Hand is distributed where people talk funny. That's straight from Larry's. There are innumerable benefits of having the beer be only available up here within Michigan. That people are going to come up here, they're going to spend their money here, they're going to see what the UP has to offer, and they're going to want to come back.
Larry's vision for Upper Hand is very hands-on and includes the look and the feel of the tap room itself. There wasn't always a tap room in here. This was a later addition, is that correct?
Correct. I actually opened this May of 2016. It was kind of just a conference room. There was a couple tables in here, and Larry dropped off furniture and a bar, and he kind of gave me the reins to pretty much do whatever I wanted in here, so.
Awesome. Well, it definitely does not look like a conference room anymore.
He was actually going for fancy deer camp, so.
Nailed it. That's perfect.
I feel like he crushed it.
So, time to drink some of your beer. First up, Upper Hand Lager.
Upper Hand Lager.
This baby is crystal clear and beautiful.
The lager had a lot of great flavor. It wasn't very heavy like some lagers are. Easy on the tongue.
This is like a fishing beer. Light, simple, really good.
This is a great beer for literally any human being on this planet that likes drinking beer. Like, no one is ever gonna get upset about this beer. Is this your most popular beer, Youper?
In the tap room, yes.
100% most popular.
Yeah, the Youper, for sure.
The Youper ale was phenomenal, very enjoyable.
The Youper is what I usually have in the fridge when everybody comes over. I love it, that's one of my favorites.
I've had it before in a bottle. I've never had it out of the tap. This is the first time I've had it right out of the tap, but it's excellent, excellent.
The Youper is really nice. They use a Citra hop, and the Citra creates this nice fruity texture on your tongue, and it is very refreshing in the summer. So I do drink a lot of Youper.
That's delicious. 4%?
4%.
Gosh, you can drink this forever on the boat, camping, all day long.
In the UP, I think if you're not drinking over 6 beers in a sitting, you're not really drinking, right?
Okay, next up we've got UPA, which stands for
Upper Peninsula Ale.
Awesome.
So UPA was sort of our first beer, probably the first beer that we came up with that we really wanted to brew up here.
I bet a lot of people get that confused thinking it's an IPA, right? But
Yes.
it's actually a pale ale?
Yep, they also call it Yupa, which is kind of confusing when you order 2 Youpers and a Yupa. I don't know what that means, but.
2 Youpers and a Yupa?
Yeah.
What is this dark beer?
It is the Escanaba Black beer.
I called it Escanaba Black Bear.
Yes, everybody
It's
calls
not.
it.
It's not.
No, Escanaba Black beer. It is our black ale. So I always tell people don't judge a beer by what it looks like, because
Don't judge a beer by its color.
And you wouldn't necessarily know it's black.
I'm gonna taste it with my eyes closed. And it is really light and easy drinking.
The Escanaba Black beer was very good for a porter, very light, but full of flavor.
It's like drinking a sandwich. It's really good. It's really good. Yeah, I like it, man. The taste and
It's a very nice light flavor, and it's kind of a favorite up in the UP to have a beer like this.
Cheers to Escanaba. Cheers. Thanks for letting me drink beers with you.
Anytime.
For the last stop on my visit, I spent some time with lead brewer, Evan Garrett. So I hear there was a little bit of a situation last year at a backyard party, and now we're brewing a beer in honor of it. What is this beer called?
So it's called State Bird in honor of the UP State Bird, the giant mosquitoes.
First annual Upper Hand barbecue last July, and there were 1,000 people here.
We brewed a special beer for it that was hugely popular, and so we decided to release that in bottles. So that's Laughing Fish, which is now our summer seasonal. Just all in all, had a ball, had a great time.
The party was only supposed to go to 10 o'clock, and this was like 10 to 10.
This swarm of mosquitoes came down. It was unbelievable, and I've been up here all my life, and this was historic.
People were running out of here. It looked like a scene out of Apocalypse Now.
So now we're brewing a beer in honor of those crazy mosquitoes that attacked you.
Yep. So what we're doing is a hoppy lager with tangerine peel in it. So we need to measure out the tangerine here, a ½ pound in each sock.
So these are going to be added into the boil?
Yep, so right at the end of the boil, we will
add our tangerine, and this is kind of like tea almost. So you put it in a tea bag, the heats up, and all the essence of these tangerines get into the beer?
Yep. So go ahead and put about 200 grams or so in there.
Oh. All right. Close enough. So now we tie a little string on?
Yep, so I'm gonna be tying this off. So I'm gonna be dropping it in there, and I wanna kinda get it down through the entire knockout. So it's gonna stay there, and I'm gonna utilize it as much as I can.
How many of these are we gonna do?
We're gonna do this whole box here, so.
Oh, okay. Almost there. Nailed it. That dust smells good. All right. Looks like we're about ready to put these in the boil. Why do we need this?
So it's a very hot liquid, and we're trying to avoid any splashing, kind of keep you protected and keep you safe. So.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right. We got glasses and a mask.
Yeah, it kind of tightens down in the back there.
Oh, these? These are like the biggest gloves I've ever put on. They're like a superhero. Look at this thing. Woo! So these are all our tangerines.
Yep.
Just lower them down?
Drop them in, yep.
All right, have fun, tangerines. They're like floating. Can't wait to drink it. Thanks for letting me be an honorary Youper today here at Upper Hand. Cheers!
Cheers!